We're going live.
It used to be easier in person.
We'll have a lot of views. Okay, we're going to call the Wilkes-Barre Finance Authority meeting to order. Lisa, you want to do roll call?
Sure, we have Pitcher,
Here.
Henry,
Here.
Root,
Here.
Ryan,
Here.
and also Brady Meetinghouse via cell phone. Also present Brian Koselansky.
All right. Anything for public comment?
So I'll just do a quick review of the agenda and then we'll open it up to any public comment. So there's the ratification of some previous items. One, appointing Brian Koselansky for the professional services related to the 2020 purchase of the 2019 delinquent City of Wilkes-Barre tax claims, and then some errors and omissions policies that I noticed weren't in previous minutes. And then awarding the 2019 and 20 audit to Zavada and Associates, approving the Allied Services bond refinancing, and then just the recording secretary fee. So at this point, I think we'll open up to any public comment, if anybody is calling in.
Can barely hear it.
Okay. Yeah, right now, Bernie, this is Tim Henry. Right now, we're just waiting to see if any members of the public want to call in. Brett just announced that we're at the public comment portion of the meeting.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
we're just waiting.
Do we have anybody here? Brian, are you on the Allied Service bond issue? Okay. So we could technically award, right? We could vote on the 3, 4, and 5 right now, if there aren't any comments? Right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can move forward if
Yeah, I
nobody's.
think we can move forward.
We're ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I,
We're going to move forward, Bernie, to the voting portion of the meeting now.
all right.
Okay.
So if I can get a, let's see,
I'll
a
make
motion and a second for the ratification and the appointment of Brian Koselansky, the errors and omission policies from 2017, 18, 19, and 20, as well as awarding the 2019 audit and 2020 audit to Zavada and Associates.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, motion passes. Next on the agenda is the Allied Services bond issue. Brian, would you like to
Sure.
approach the
And
microphone?
I just wanted to mention, Allied was willing to come, but we wanted to keep the numbers down since this is a fairly straightforward modification of that deal. We thought it made sense.
Yeah.
And I'll get into the next deal that's coming up. This, if you remember, we did a $20 million deal in 2019 in 2 parts for them, for Allied Services Personal Care when they bought the nursing facilities in town. All we're doing with this is, given where interest rates have moved since that deal, the bank has agreed to lower their interest rate on those. Since the authority, it's really the authority's note, we have some new tax documents to do as part of that modification. We just wanted to pass the resolution authorizing the execution of that. That's all that's happening. That's no new money. We're not making any other changes to the deal. All of it stays the same. It's really just a reduction in the rate. Now, Allied has mentioned to me, and I mentioned to Brett, that they are looking at another deal this year for additional renovations. So we should be coming back, hopefully in the next couple months, for a brand new deal for them. But this one is just the modification of those existing deals.
For a lower interest rate.
A lower interest rate, and that's
Okay.
all that's happening.
Bernie asked what the rate is going from.
The new one, the rate is set for the initial 5 years, and I'm forgetting what the existing one is. I could look it up, but the new one's going to be 2.11 for the next 5 years. So it was a significant reduction from where they were. I think it was in the 3s, but I could pull that out and take a look.
Yeah, Bernie, it's going down to 211. He thinks it was in the 3s, but he's going to, confirm that and maybe get that figure to Brett.
Yeah, I didn't bring that existing one with me. But I'm happy to answer any questions on that.
Anybody have anything?
Bernie, do you have any other questions? He's not here now because this is ringing.
Bernie there?
Bernie? Was that in progress?
So we were actually hoping that in the next couple months, we'll be back. That one will require, as a new deal, a public hearing, going back to city council for the approval, but this one doesn't need any of that. So we
Okay.
wanted to just
Hey
take care of
Bernie, it's
this.
Tim. I'm not
Gotcha.
sure where we lost you. You had asked Brian a question about the rates. He's not exactly sure what it is now. He thinks it's 3 something, but it would go down to 211.
Okay, thank you, that's what I needed to know.
And do you have any other questions?
No, that was it, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
And obviously, Brian, no obligation to the city.
No obligation to the city or the authority. As the original deal, there's no recourse. It's just a conduit issue, so they could do it on a tax exempt basis.
Okay, so we can, okay, Bernie, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.
Next up, we have, do you have
Oh, I
something
was
else?
just gonna say, the last thing, I'll make the motion
Go ahead.
to approve the recording secretary fee of $100 for Lisa.
Okay. And I'm happy to second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Anything else out for general discussion?
Bernie, do you have anything for general discussion?
No, just to let you know, sitting in Florida right now, the temperature is 61 degrees.
Well, Bernie, we're expecting a foot of snow by Monday, so hopefully you'll be back in time.
And it's a balmy 17 here. Yeah. All right,
All right.
At this point, we can entertain a motion to adjourn.
Yes, who,
Yep, I'm
all right,
make the
Brett
motion to
makes
adjourn.
it, so moved. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bernie.
And I'll reach out to Brett when they're ready on the new one, and we can start that process.
Okay,
as well.
perfect.